Today's marijuana is not what it used to be. It's not just pot anymore. We educate on alcohol's effects, we warn about using tobacco products, we list side effects of prescription drugs, but we fail to educate on the negative effects of marijuana on our youth. Regardless of your view, we can all agree that every substance has potential side effects. Marijuana is no different. Adolescents, teenagers, and young adults up to age 30 whose brains are still developing are particularly at risk from today's potent levels of THC, a psychoactive ingredient in cannabis. THC levels used to be between 1 and 3%. Today's average level is between 15 and 25%, and up to as much as 98% in honey oil or dabs. We need to recognize that THC can trigger mental illness and addiction and have lifelong negative outcomes for our young population. We know this not only from reliable scientific studies, but also from the individuals whose lives have been negatively impacted by this drug. You can learn more by watching the award-winning documentary The Other Side of Cannabis: Negative Effects of Marijuana on Our Youth. This newly cut 60-minute film features more than a dozen top researchers, addiction specialists, and other professionals, as well as more than 20 individuals whose lives were adversely affected. The message we give our young population is that it's a safe, natural plant, misleading our youth. We need to understand the risks, just like any other drug. Components of the cannabis plant will most likely be used as a medicine one day, just as morphine is an extract from the opium plant. However, extracts from the cannabis plant, like other medicines, would not contain harmful pesticides and heavy levels of mold and bacteria, as seen in much of today's marijuana, even the organic varieties. It would not be purchased from the salesperson at a dispensary and given in whatever quantity and dosing was desired. A true medicine would be content-regulated, non-smoke drug, available through a pharmacy and prescribed and properly dosed by a physician. The negative effects won't happen to everyone, but you don't know if it will happen to you or your child. Always weigh risks versus benefits when considering any drug. Effects on our youth may include lung and stomach issues, sleep problems, anxiety and paranoia, decrease in IQ, loss of interest and motivation in your daily life, up to 50% addiction potential for those who use daily, and cognitive issues for the developing brain, as well as triggering psychosis and schizophrenia. Additionally, THC stays in the fatty tissue cells for up to 30 to 60 days, causing a continuous impairment, affecting drug driving, difficulty in abstinence, and creating problems with school, work, finances, and relationships. It's imperative we educate. Even though marijuana today is perceived by the general population as a harmless substance, parents, professionals, and individuals need to understand this is not just pot anymore. Learn more at oscdoc.com.